Red Headscarf. The story begins. Once upon a time, there was a cute little girl. She lived with her mother and father in a small hut. She had a grandmother who lived not far away from her house. Her grandmother loved her very much. On her 9th birthday, her grandmother gave her a red hooded cloak. The little girl really liked the cloak, that headscarf. Di wore that robe every day. Since then, she was called Little Red Riding Hood. One day, Little Red Riding Hood's grandmother fell ill. Little Red Riding Hood called her mother. "Your grandmother is not well. Mother has cooked soup for him. You bring this soup to his house. But remember," his mother said again, "don't wander into the forest. There are evil wolves in the forest. You follow the road by the riverbank." "All right, mother," said Little Red Riding Hood. After saying goodbye to her mother, Little Red Riding Hood walked along the riverbank following her mother's instructions. After walking for a long time, Little Red Riding Hood arrived at her grandmother's house. She knocked on the door. "Who's there?" A voice was heard from inside the hut. "It's me, Little Red Riding Hood, Grandma," the girl replied. "Come in, the door is unlocked." Little Red Riding Hood also entered. She saw her grandmother lying on the bed. The woman was rather weak. "How are you, grandmother, today?" asked Little Red Riding Hood. "Grandmother feels unwell," answered the old woman. "I brought soup for grandmother," said Little Red Riding Hood. "Thank you, dear. Grandmother's grandchild is indeed good." Little Red Riding Hood's grandmother then ate the soup brought by Little Red Riding Hood until it was finished. "Grandmother feels healthier now," said the old woman. Grandma Red Riding Hood then told Red Riding Hood to go home because it was late in the afternoon. "Don't wander around in the forest because there is a wolf yen ji jahat di dalam hutan itu." Grandmother Red Riding Hood's message. "All right, grandmother," Red Riding Hood answered. "Tomorrow I will come again. Goodbye, Red Riding Hood." Red Riding Hood's mother called to Key. "So that day, Mother has made biscuits for your grandmother. Take these biscuits to her house." "Okay, mother," said Little Red Riding Hood. Without delay, she walked to her grandmother's house. In the middle of the road Little Red Riding Hood saw many flowers blooming. She picked flowers on the riverbank. Little Red Riding Hood was too engrossed in picking flowers that she did not realize that it was almost evening. "Oh dear, it's past. Okay, I'll take a shortcut to get to Grandma's house." Little Red Riding Hood then took a shortcut through the forest. She forgot her mother and grandmother's instructions not to wander around in the forest. Suddenly, Little Red Riding Hood, a voice was heard. "Where are you going, sweet child?" "Red Riding Hood, is your grandmother's house far from here?" asked the wolf again. "No, not far. Just at the edge of the forest," answered Little Red Riding Hood. "All right, go now," said the wolf. "Your grandmother is waiting for your arrival." Little Red Riding Hood ran to her grandmother's house. She did not know that the wolf was plotting to eat her. When she arrived at her grandmother's house, Little Red Riding Hood opened the door while saying, "Grandma, I have arrived. How are you today?" "Grandma is not well," a hoarse voice was heard. "Why does Grandma's voice sound different this time?" Si Tudong Mare asked. Grandmother's throat hurts." "Why are grandmother's eyes bigger today?" "So that grandmother can see you more clearly." "Grandmother's ears are also bigger, so that grandmother can hear your voice more clearly." "Gigi nenek pun lebih besar dan tajam, supaya nenek dapat makan kamu." Tiba-tiba serigala itu melompat dari atas katil dan menerkam si tudung merah. "Tolong, tolong!" Si tudung merah menjerit meminta. "A tolong!" At the same time, a woodcutter passed by that place. He heard the cry of Little Red Riding Hood and rushed into the hut. When the woodcutter saw the wolf, he killed the wolf with his sister. He then split open the wolf's belly, and then out came Little Red Riding Hood from inside the wolf's belly. Little Red Riding Hood and thanked the woodcutter. That day, he always obeyed his mother's instructions. He no longer wandered around in the forest. In conclusion, We should always listen to our parents' advice and always take care of ourselves. Sing so that things that can bring danger to ourselves do not happen.